against Toxic Community. So,
sorry, people just asking me if they can start their matches.
oh, okay. Do you want to
okay.
quickly, really quickly go through the builds?
We could do, yes.
Or the setup.
Where should we go to first? Oh, Fantaram's on red team. Ooh. Hello.
Fantaram's
okay,
on Peaceful Nutella.
Yeah. I just completely missed that. Fair enough. All right. Do you want to go? You go for red because the thief's first.
Yeah, we have Atrastea, who is the thief for the red team here, is going with sword dagger, staying that way, not going to dagger pistol. I think we only have like 2 or 3 sword dagger thieves left. The rest kind of switched over after the, well, nerf or game mechanic adjustment, you could call it. Is pretty much standard with the trade distribution for that, so a bit more on the, well, not tanky side. He can't take much damage, he can just avoid a lot of it. So decaps, some nice bursts going in and out of the fight all the time, that's his job. Then Fantaram, the Elementalist, currently equipped of course with a staff. Is he going to stay on that? Nope, we don't have the blasting staff trait. Rune of Holbrook, he's going for instead of Strength Rune. That's Celestial Amulet, so he is gonna switch over to Dagger. And also interesting, just for mobility most likely, the Conjured Fiery Greatsword. Since the damage nerf, it's kind of more a, let's get to the point quickly and maybe take my Guardian quickly there with me.
Yeah, that's quite a good description. Still does some nice damage, it's just differently. It's just not as easy to get it all in one spot. No, that's the thing. You need to make sure they actually hit their targets.
That's something. Okay, then we have Demon Lord, who is the warrior, is going for a standard Hamble build, Holbrook runes, soldiers, so a bit defensive on that one. And no surprises in the traits, going for the battle standard, so one, well, at least somewhat assured instant res. It can still be negated by a lot of damage and poison on the target. If he's down, I can't remember the math. I did it once. To some percentage, and there's poison on him, then it won't be an instant res, but just a lot of heal. Then we have Lemming the Bunker Guardian, no surprises there. 3-shout bunker with mace focus and staff. And Tayskin, if I remember how to correctly pronounce that, is going for an engineer with a pistol shield build. Otherwise pretty standard. Or do you want to 3-kit? Do you want to say anything about that? You're the NG man.
Not really. I mean, he's still using NG man can. He's the NG. I'm sorry. The pistol shield is still going for pistol shield and being very stubborn about it. But that's absolutely fine because it's still very useful and very good.
Yeah, that build is also run with the rifle quite a lot, right? Pretty much the
other build. I haven't checked. No, with this build he uses mainly pistol shield, but you could use rifle with this and still use all the other like Celestial Amulet and whatnot as well. But and Holbrook, and it would still kind of work the same. The thing to note is that he's using flamethrower instead of either a bomb kit or an elixir gun or elixir S as well. So the damage was increased from that. So you know he's got his damage, he's condition based, so the burning ticks are going to be quite nice, and he's got a nice knockback and whatnot as well. So yeah, this is a bit of a buff, and he's got a blind as well with the flamethrower, which is quite good to have. So you get some utility with the flamethrower, so it's quite nice actually. It's quite a lot there. That's it, really. Otherwise, it's pretty typical.
Let's head over to Toxic Community.
Okay, so going over to Sakuras. Oh yeah, I got that right. Elementalist. He's going to be going with the staff at the moment. He's got the strength rune. Just checking to his traits. Looks like he's probably going to use that for pre-game buffing. So he's going to go to Dagger. We all know this build. Tanky as hell. Which rune did he go for? He has got rune of strength. Pardon me. So he will be very well. He'll be able to sustain on points, bring a lot of condition removal, also building up the damage over time through might stacks through the rune of strength. Going over to the engineer. and he's the Omniball one. Is going to be playing the build we were just kind of talking about, the rifle NG build, which is going to be a trait spread of 60044 rather than 60062 trait spread, and he's gone a bit more defensive with the Elixir S rather than the toolkit actually. So whether or not you think that's more defensive or not is really up to you, because you can of course be invulnerable and use the stealth as well to get out of trouble. I kind of like Elixir S. It's good.
It's kind of a bit more defensive sustain in contrast to Elixir S just being, well, completely invulnerable for just a couple of seconds.
That's it, indeed. He's going to build up his might stacks over a considerable amount of time with that Holbrack, and when he's got, especially with the Ellie as well, he's going to be building up some might stacks around him and titanium as well. So if he doesn't die, he gets in the right spots, he can get up his might and keep it up to max stacks probably most of the game if he gets in the right place at the right time, you know. So it's going to be nice to come into the point and actually, you know, just lay down a load of grenades, even get some retaliation up with the Elixir gun, get out of it. He's going to be able to get out of trouble a lot with the Elixir gun and also Elixir S. I'll keep going on the engineer if I don't move. Going over to Terran. He's playing defensive Hambo Warrior, so with the Soldier's Amulet, of course, nothing really that new with the trait spread either.
It's been quite a while since I've seen one going for Berserker, to be honest. It's
going for Berserker, yeah, no, that's true. That
hasn't really happened anymore.
Yeah, no, it's really squishy. If anything, they just go for, I think it's Celestial now, really.
Well, Celestial is then mostly with like an Eviscerate build or something like that.
I don't know. They've been using the Hambo builds as well. Because of the longbow, yeah, for burning and whatnot. Okay. And with the Sigil of Doom, as you can see on the longbow, get some extra poison. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Going over to Seishizo. Oh my god, I'm going to say that wrong every time.
Just call him Shizo.
Shizo. He looks like he's going for the power necro build with the Lich form, so he's going to be going for 62006, and he's going to be running, you know, typical things really: Berserker's Amulet, high burst damage, high. It's also got the Traveler's Rune as well, so he's got some speed around the map, so he hasn't got to use any of his utilities at the moment. He does have some minions up to build up that life force as he comes out of the gate, but he will be using Lich form. Needs to be careful where he's using it, because I remember rightly Seish kind of sometimes uses it in interesting situations, is what I will say. Obviously Pizza with Nutella want to lock him down as soon as they possibly can, and they should remember that he is playing that build if they have played against him before, which I'm pretty sure they have.
The timing is also pretty essential when using the Lich. I mean, you are, at least if, for example, you go into Death Shroud, if I remember correctly, there's a damage boost somewhat as well in Death Shroud, and that also does a lot of damage on a power necro, but you are pretty much a one-trick pony with the Lich, and if you use it in the wrong moment, we've seen sometimes just necros getting scared and pulling Lich. Just a panic Lich. That's not good. Using it when all the defensive cooldowns are still up, also not good. Using it in, well, there are a lot of situations where you shouldn't be using it, but a lot of situations where it can completely turn around a team fight.
Yeah, and didn't they change back? Didn't they change Death Shroud so its cooldown is actually now 10 seconds, so you can't go back into it until after there's actually a 10-second cooldown? Because I think it was broken. I'm pretty sure it was broken.
No clue, to be honest.
Okay, I have to double check when he goes through that. But he's got things like, you know, he's going to be able to build up vulnerability through Death Shroud, as well, with Play Blast. So he's going to be able to build that up, and he can also target his Wells of Corruption, because otherwise, you know, he's going to have to place them at his feet. And if he's at his feet with anyone, he's just going to get dominated and absolutely destroyed, you know. Sorry, people are coming into my house, which is why there's noise. Going over to Titanium very quickly. Support Bunker Guardian. Supports the team. Taking away conditions. Let me just double check. No, maybe not this. Maybe not the build. Oh no, he does have Rune of the Soldier, but he's gone for something else. He's not gone for altruistic healing. He's actually gone for the Indomitable Courage build. So going into virtues, a lot more. So 01166 are picking up that blind in Radiance is very nice for downing and whatnot, of course. And yeah, so he's going to be, his virtue is going to give him a lot of support to his team, giving stability and also removing some extra conditions on top of the Soldier's Amulet. But I think that was it, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
we've gone for everyone. We can tell them
It
to
was.
start.
It was. Yes, we can. Go ahead and do that. So, that's
Yes,
gonna. Wait, who? Okay.
Sorry, random salute.
Whatever that was.
You missed my saluting.
I'm trying to remember. Have you been saluting a lot? No, you haven't.
No.
You've made random noises one cast.
It was just something I actually just started doing.
Okay, now salute to the Jeb man. That sounded just not right. Okay, we're gonna stop with that and go into the match. It is going to be the quarterfinals of today. We've got Pizza with Nutella on the red side and Toxic Community on the blue side, and I'm gonna have a look to the splits in just a couple of seconds.
Okay, so we're going to see the red team, Demon Lord and Ken, and potentially Lemming is going to stop any crossover happening over there. So he might actually advance as the others do, but it looks like he's going to be heading up to mid. 2 members from the blue team going straight to mid as well. Titanium is going to just stay back just to hold off the 2 members of the red team, but actually 3 members of the blue team have stuck back to actually get rid of the red team. But they've managed to, they capped Henge? They have indeed capped Henge. So we're looking at a 2v3 fight over there. We're looking at a 2v2
Oh, and directly getting
and
out the Lich here. Seishizo taking Tayskin as a target. No, switched over to Demon Lord. Not really that much damage coming in. More damage on his side. And there was still the Endure Pain up. And therefore a lot of that damage went into, well, basically nothing. Now, last second going into the Death Shroud there, but he is going to go down in a couple of seconds. Demon Lord also quite low, but manages to get out of all the AoE. Going down, interrupt on Sakura's on the rest try, and there we see the strength of Elixir S.
The thing that he just did was exactly what he did, we said before at the beginning, which wasn't good. He used his Lich form in the most random place in the world, and now he's wasted it and he's dead. He's not used it in the best situation, unfortunately, but you know, that's something hopefully they can improve upon. So we're looking at the mid now, because I think that Henge fight is pretty much, you know, we're looking at what, 1v1 now at the moment over there. Not, you know, Seish is going to be stuck here. If Demon Lord gets him stuck down, he's really squishy. But so he needs some support quickly, and he's going to get that from Sakuras. So looking at the mid at the moment, it is Titanium and Lemon currently on the node, with Terran on the left-hand side, just trying to get any damage you possibly can on the point, because they are 2v3 at the moment, and they are, of course, losing that Henge node as well at the moment. So mine capped for the red team, no one from blue going over there. They're very stuck on this Henge node at the moment, and mid's, I don't know, looking okay. Although we are going to see Terran potentially go down, actually.
And we had on Henge Shizo going down again with 3 people, 3v2 there. But now they got him back up with 2 people rezzing. Demon Lord now going down. Atrastea, not really the person you want for a rest try. Put down the refuge a little next to the corpse, actually. Don't know if that was planned, but just trying to get out of there as quickly as he can. Immobilize on him, the damage is going to come. Atrastea goes down on the way back to the midpoint, where Titanium is getting stomped at the moment. D-Squared is possibly going to be able to get there in time. Nope, he's moving off. Doesn't even want to be aggressive there. So double point cap now for the red team, accumulating quite a lot of points now. We already have a bit of a lead, and now the blue team needs a next strategy of attack, and almost getting the decap there.
Almost, yeah. He just got the fear off onto Phantom. He was just off point as well, so he was even further away. A little bit of a mistake. I think he was watching out and he didn't see the Necro just coming up on the top. They've actually managed to put 3 bodies on there very quickly. Ken came in as well, with Lemming on the east side of Keep, and now they're actually going to keep it with 2 or 3 caps, and they're backed off the point. Someone could have stayed on there to just keep those decaps. Any kind of mistake or knockback, or even going into Lich form, would have probably pushed them back off. I'm not sure what his Lich form cooldown is on, probably still quite high. Oh no, 11-10 seconds, so watch, he should be using this at some point. If he can get his wells down on the node, they want to get their big...
Yeah, but he's focused too much, going down already. We have the rest try AoE all over the place. Holy, did I not turn down the effects there? That seemed like quite a lot.
No, I think nearly everyone is on the node, other than like the Necro, who's just bailed off the node.
Oh, we have Atrasea again trying to go for the decap. He had one try in before, but Sakuras was quick enough. Now, really, the battle stand in that situation to get him out of it. Again, Atrasea trying to run, but getting caught by the Elementalist. Shizo is now in a 1v1 with Demon Lord again, not looking good. The off-point fights are not working out that well for the red team at the moment.
I'm not too sure if the banner was 100% worth it then, because, you know, there wouldn't have been much pressure. They could have just pulled someone down maybe. But, you know, he's back up and he's potentially actually going to go back down again because he's very low HP. He's just gone down. Sakura's just taken him down there. But Seishizu, oh, just got into Death Shard there as he got some focus damage from Demon Lord. Good move from him. Atrastea is actually getting the res as he managed to pull up to the top of the stairs, although he's still...
Oh, and that might be that is the correct moment to pull out a Lich. Kill secured at that point. Phantom now trying to get the decap, is taking over the role of Atrastea at that moment, but he was seen by Sakuras, who seems to be quick enough. In the middle, is the Lich gonna do anything? No, out of it again. No downstates there. Rather a lot of damage on the side of the blue team. Demon Lord going down. The Stomp is already at it. And there we go. We had a battle standard a bit too late, I think. Or was it from Terran? No, from Terran. From Terran on Shizo.
That's the one.
There we go, and now the blue team is just cleaning up this fight. We have quite a lead. It's 120 points already, but if they turn it around and manage to hold this, which is not looking good at the moment because Sakuras is down on the henge point, now into Vapor form, but gonna get stomped or just killed in a couple of seconds. Decap is coming through, Titanium on there to keep it neutral, but now they've just swapped points.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they can get on the node, they're still getting the points ahead. So that was good that Phantom went over to get that decap over there. To be honest, they don't want to get so many players over there. You know, I think they really need to start maybe even thinking just pressuring mine a little bit as well, if they possibly could, because I think they're starting to win some of these fights now. And they need to try and use that momentum just split across the map because. Although Terran's in the right position at the moment, he's going to go up against Ken, and I think he might have a little bit of trouble against Terran. Let's have a look at this build quickly again. He is on soldiers.
Did quite a good job in keeping Shizo busy, but Phantom was still killed in the middle of the team fight, just out of the AoE and a bit of focus on the side, so the off-point fight didn't amount to much. Terran is now in a 1v1 with Taskin on the midpoint. That might go on for quite a while. And this is... Shizo is just running for his life almost the entire time.
No one's on node. Look at Henge. Oh my god. They were all off node. All of the blue team were off node. And one person could have just stayed there to get the cap when they really needed to do that. A big mistake from the blue team there. There's 3 of those guys there. They didn't need to go off off node to get the kill.
I don't think in that time they would have actually gotten anywhere with the cap. And with a 3v3 team fight, it's not that likely to actually get all the people off the point in a proper team fight. Shizo went down again, but the blue team is really on it with the reses here. They managed to secure that all of the time, and Lemming going down now. Actually, the Bunker Guardian first res is interrupted, but now there comes the Battle Stander, bringing him up again. But the second downset on the red side, Phantom going down. We have the rest try from Demon Lord is just trying to interrupt Vapor form of this to the side of the point. Nobody's coming to rest. Now we have Shizo down. The stomp is going to mean the rally. They've turned it around, but are still in quite a lot of trouble with the health on Demon Lord.
But the thing is, there was 2 members of the red team up at mid versus on it by 1. He couldn't stay on the point. There's no way he could stay up on the point versus Atrastea and also Ken putting down that AoE pressure on the node. And blue team, even though they were outnumbering on the henge, still haven't red team. It is blue team outnumbering them on the henge. Sorry, getting a bit confused. It's been a long day. And you know, Seishizu coming down again in Lich form. Let's see how he does with this. If he's actually going to be able to focus some nice targets. Not sure if he's... he's
nice line of sight from Demon Lord there.
Yeah, it's perfect. He knows he's on him, and he's going to do that all day. And
just hugging the pillar.
Back off. it's too obvious, you know. He gets into these situations and it's almost like a panic move sometimes. It feels like he just needs to position himself exactly like he did at Keep before and use it at that perfect
and also
time.
maybe get a bit too focused on Demon Lord there, not switching over and double down. Say now Stomp on Shizu already down. Sakura's the next one to get stomped. We have Titanium already trying to run a bit. No, he's not going to get him up. Titanium just has to kind of fight for his own life there. Is he going to be able to keep it decapped anytime? No, going down at least on point, but we still have a double cap now for the red team, and the points are just coming in when it pours. No, when it rains, it pours, was it saying, right? Now one triple cap on the side of the red team. We have Shizu trying to go for the decap on the mine, but that is not going to change much with the current situation of Pizza, with Nutella pretty much securing the this win straight up without many problems.
Yeah, I don't think they had, but I mean, they lost, I think, a team fight at mid, and that was pretty much the most notable thing. And the fact that they've only just started to really head over to the mine is just, you know, they got, Predator did this before. They pigeonholed them on one node. So Fantaremo is taking taking place of Naya, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's taking the place of Naya, but they still did what they normally do. Predator Esports kind of pigeonhole you into one of the side nodes, which is what they did. They put everyone over towards the henge point. Whether or not it's purposeful, but it seems to be something that keeps happening in every single game I see them play. They just force the other team into a team fight. So focused, and they out-sustain the team. They end up winning nearly, probably at 80-90% of those team fights. And if not, they had to move away to actually get away from it in the first place.
And even if they don't manage to win the team fight, they still maintain a double cap and keep the rest of the team busy enough at that point to, well, get the points. And we coined the term to Predator Esports something, meaning they build up the lead with that, and even if they then lose the team fight, unless the enemy team can react quick enough and just roll over the entire map before the respawn comes, which is somewhat unlikely to get a complete 5-man wipe instantly with that team, they've probably built up a lead strong enough to just stay on 1 point and keep that till the game is over. But now it's do we need to rename it from Predator Esporting?
Yeah, I was gonna say
they aren't Predator Esports anymore.
Not telling them.
That just sounds wrong.
Wrong, yeah.
We need to think about it. But maybe this strategy also works pretty well just against these bunkery teams without a lot of mobility. If you have a Thief and a Mesmer in there, you are not going to be able to pigeonhole a team into one team fight. They are going to split off.
Yeah. Exactly, and this is the exact team comp which is, you know, very susceptible to that tactic, which is kind of what you just said, to be honest. And it's just, you know, I mean, they need to be very careful of that, and in this map they need to be across the map to make sure that, because as soon as you pull the guys out of that, you know, you've got your chances increase exponentially, because I think, you know, they've got enough damage to actually take these guys out quite quickly if Seish is in the right place at the right time, especially with the engineer as well. He's the only bursty character really on their team, so they need to be careful unless anyone's changed their build, which they haven't.
I mean,
so yeah,
you might say that they just need to split off from the one team fight, but the problem is, especially with the Lich, they kind of have a team fight team composition.
Yeah,
they are not gonna. They could just to counter the just being in one fight while the other 2 points are capped. You could just try and attack all 3 points at the same time. Problem being, blue team is not going to win that.
Well, if they keep Warrior, but they need to pair up right first of all. They need to put a Warrior with one of the DPS. Probably, I'd say Warrior with. Probably with the Necro, and then Ellie with the
well, the Necro kind of needs to be defended, especially in a small team fight.
Oh, maybe Necro with, well, I'm just thinking about condition removal. Huh.
Well, okay, that's good too.
We'll see.
Well, we're gonna see if they maybe try something a little bit different now in the second match, which is gonna be on Full Fire. We'll have a look at the splits.
Blue team being very defensive, sending 3 members all the way to Waterfall. No one really, it's kind of obvious that they've got to be careful that they've sent 2 team members again to the 2v3 situation, and Titanium's actually going to go back as well, which means already there might have been a 2v1 situation mid, but there's no point in putting Lemming there, so he's gone to support the rest of his team over at Waterfall. So big team fight happening over there. Again, already they've put them into that spot, you know, they need to be careful. Fantarama's already capped Quarry, which means there's going to be a 2v1 situation
I have
happening
a brilliant bug at the moment. For me, Shizo is swimming. Oh, now he dodged and it's over. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Shizo already had quite a bit of damage, but managed to get himself on top of the rock, and now the damage is coming out on Demon Lord. Support coming in from side. Lemming already in position to maybe get the rest on there. Now Shizo down. We have the supply kit drop. The stomp is coming in. I don't see anything because this place is quite weird for spectating.
Yeah, he's gone into Lich form already. And Demon Lord is down, so that's a good chance to take him out of the fight. He's down indeed, so you can use this momentum to actually push across, maybe focus on Ken. But look at the line of sight.
Oh, in mid we have Terran almost going down on the
job.
1v1 with Phantom, so might be an early mid cap if blue team doesn't react quite quickly. Sakura's now pulling off to assist Terran there, maybe managing to save his life. He survived quite a long while. Is he going to get a knockback on that? Oh, interrupt, very nice.
Knockdown. Good job. Has he got lightning achievement? He's going to get
there
him out.
we go. Cleared up nicely, and they also cleared up the fight still. So Tayskin down, Atrastea laying on the side. Lemming has to remove himself from the fight now. Is just trying to get to mid somehow. But they are still going to be in a 2v4 situation in mid, even if he gets there. Or 3v4, because we had someone who respawned already.
Yeah, that's it. I think, you know, I think Sakura actually did, was just on time there. Whether or not it was maybe a little bit of late communication, but you know, he did get there in time in the end. Lemming's gone down mid. Now this is the kind of momentum that blue team needs. If they can get him down, which he is down now, can actually use this and push. And I would push far. But look at Tayskin. He's already known that Lemming's gone down, Phantom's gone down, gone for the decap, and this has happened before. They know this is going to happen. As soon as they're losing that fight, they switch it up, and the communication is just better at the moment. They've already got the decap, possible cap, full cap. They can get the rest of the red team are going to start pushing towards the waterfall, forcing them to go back over to that node. So blue team need to push Quarry, or they need to try and get back to that waterfall node and end it fast.
I mean, we always talk about the importance of the midpoint in this map, because it's really hard to get decapped again once a team has taken it. But
yeah,
I think they overcommitted to that one in this occasion.
To mid, sorry.
Yeah, if that was a smart decision or not will show itself in this team fight. And the damage on Lemming is good. The immobilize, he can't get it off now. All the cooldowns are popped. Already renewed focus out. No, used it now, trying to... Damn, yeah, they had some damage on the Guardian. They want to take him out first, so a little bit of a switch from the standard first target of Demon Lord.
But why have they switched target? They know all of his cooldowns are out. When his cooldowns are down, there you go, they're back on him now. They needed to keep going on him. They can take him down easily. He's got no cooldowns left. They're all coming off now. He's gonna start popping him, but he was too low.
Oh, but Shizu going down on the side as well. The stomp was secured. I think Titanium had stability there. So first down, Shizu going down again. Atrastea needs to get away from that team fight, manages to do so. Stomp on Shizu didn't happen, so they really are good in protecting Shizu and getting him back up. He is the focus target. He is gonna die a lot because he doesn't have the defensive capabilities, but the team is there for him.
Yeah, they are, but you know, he's been more of a liability than anything else at the moment, if I'm brutally honest.
Oh, double down state now, but the damage on Shizu was too much, really already on Demon Lord.
But the thing is, they're actually focused. You know, if it wasn't him, it would just be someone else. You know, because Red's focus targeting is really, really good. It's just a shame. You know, they've switched over to Onibar 1 now. Atrastea is actually just putting some pressure on as he's running back towards his spawn at the moment. Needs to be careful here. Needs to actually maybe get back to his team, but he is close to the gate, so can just pop back in there to get some defense off. And it's still a really close game, and we're actually seeing this map being a lot more closer nowadays. Titanium going down there, that's a big thing for the red team. 4 members versus only 3 over here at the moment. So they need to be careful I'm not sure where Neberon's going. He's kind of backing off again, because Red Team really have this node. And if I was him by now, already would have started to push towards Quarry.
Why has this is now the opportunity to get a back cap on Quarry? Just try and keep the people on Waterfall busy, because they're not going to win their team fight if they keep on running in, and especially if the Guardian is down at the moment. We had Lemming being a bit aggressive going into mid, but managed to fall back quick enough when D squared shows the first sign of aggression.
Yeah, if D squared had gone back, got left when he'd left, if he'd just left completely and gone over towards the Quarry, because you know that's when Pizza and Nutella would have actually just gone over to the Quarry, and they would have got the decap if they were in blue team situation. They've actually sent someone else over to the waterfall, so still they're sending members of the blue team into that point, and they're actually dying. Not as much because it's a very sustained fight, but they're 4v2, 4v3, and blue team are just going to keep running in. But look,
now they are
actually gone to Quarry.
Now they're reacting, and I think it was a bit too late. They should have taken advantage of the moment where Lemming was occupied in the midpoint, being, in my opinion, overtly aggressive for no reason whatsoever. But now it's CEST really popping the 1v1 Lich. Now the first cooldowns are coming out. I don't think the Lich is gonna last long enough for the cooldowns of Lemming to run out, especially no damage coming in at all at the moment, and the damage. Really, the Bunker Guardian is doing quite a lot of damage on CEST because he is so damn squishy.
Exactly, and he's getting burning off, and he could actually, like, in a long fight, could maybe even kill him because he's so, because he is so squishy. And popping that Lich form in a 1v1 versus a Guardian with full cooldowns, no comment. Gonna go over to the waterfall.
Yeah, on the waterfall we have Tayskin now in focus. Nice knockdown there, but we have him up with the battle standard already, so quick reaction on that, not even bothering with the rest. Sakura's now going down on the side. Nice knockback from the rest there, of course. OSE in vapor form. That might not have been the best of choices there, because I think the rest would have come through after the knockback.
Saying it, look at CEST taking down Lemming when he's not in Lich form. Actually got the decap as well, so Lemming being out of that fight over on the far point, and with CEST hanging him over on the Quarry, not able to move. You know, he just completely kept him out of the team fight. Now we still have 2 people down. We still are missing Terran and Titanium, the Bunker Guardian, and I think the red team should now just... the respawns are coming in. They should have collapsed a bit farther on the midpoint, but instead we have Phantom against CEST, which is a team fight he might quite likely win. We have D squared coming in from behind, chasing Atrastea, who is trying to support him. CEST first burst, almost going down. There we go, down he goes. We have the supply crate down to make it a bit more difficult, but D squared is feared and can't really put anything into the rest. But Phantom taking a lot of damage. Don't underestimate the downside there as well. Oh, he's back up. So easy. Are they going to get Phantom down? Get him down. It's very important. You need some cleave down there. Get it down. Get your worlds.
Refuge, Atrastea.
Oh, it's still down. There's too much cleave there. Look at the damage that's coming down. Oh, he's going to get out. He's actually got the res. Not enough damage coming onto the point, but they're going to actually switching it over to the opposite side of the map. Where have we got the Guardians at the moment? We've got both Guardians here, haven't we? Yeah, we have indeed. So there you go. So she's gone down. That's kind of happening a lot. Oh, the waste. Did we just see Banner come down?
No.
No, we didn't. I thought I saw a Banner.
I don't see a Banner. But this is way more advantageous for Toxic Community at this moment, because we have the same situation, but this time they actually have the cap. Oh, double down state, Phantom coming back up, Titanium, nobody's on the rest there because they wanted to stomp and interrupt that, but we had had 4 people there, Terran also going down just by trying to get to Titanium, and D squared on the side, and now they are going to get the double auto point cap, and I think they could also just take mid at this moment.
The thing is that, yes, when you said that they've changed it up, but the problem is that the only thing that was in their favour in that was the fact that the cap was theirs, because they weren't going to win that team fight. It just wasn't going to happen, and now they can just, you know,
they didn't Predator esports it properly.
Yeah, they didn't. You can't out Predator a Predator.
Yeah.
That's Predator esports.
Nice.
or not Predator esports.
Well, I'm gonna stay with at least Predator Esporting as the verb. Lemming going for the stomp. Two people could have rest. Oh, just barely quick enough there to get Shizo back up. We have Terran going for the 1v1 against Taskin, but Astrastea's quick enough to switch to the side because Pizza with Nutella doesn't need to be aggressive on mid. They can just pull out, but are for some reason still able to kind of sustain 4 people here with just 2.
Yes, because they're just doing such a fantastic job of doing that with the Guardian and the Elementalist there. Now they're doing they did a great job on Phantom now, but they need to think, are we going to be able to win this match in the long run? Being 1 game down, if we don't win this, we're not going to be able to go to a third. What do you think they should do? Do you think they should go Lord? Or
yes,
do you think
they should, because they are not going to win it. If they have a chance to get a double cap again, it's going to take longer than they have.
Yeah,
we are only at 400 points now. They have quite the opportunity, and now the opportunity has come, but we have a Lord Rush on the red side there. They want to be the first to do it. The blue team also needs to go for the Lord Rush, but they can't just leave the other one there. No, defending is now the important part. Pull back, defend, and maybe get 1 to decap the points.
I need to be very quick because the Lord is already at 75% HP. Not going down very quickly. There's 2 blue team members here. Sorry, red team members here. Another one. Elementalist. Lord's at 25%. He's going to go down pretty easily. No time for a heal. And red team are going to win 566 to 401. No defense from blue team there at all. Very slow. But we were quite slow to notice that as well, to be honest. If you hadn't have called it out, I think I would have missed that.
I have to say I wouldn't have predicted them going for the Lord Rush, but it was kind of a brilliant idea because as we noticed, Toxic Community had to go for the Lord Rush, or they were screwed otherwise. And therefore, instead of defending, just be quicker than they, go for it immediately, and they still kept them in the mid-fight busy while going for the Lord Rush. So that was actually one of the safer Lord Rushes I've ever seen.
It was, yeah, and they still got an Elementalist in there as well.
And really,
I think if they hadn't, they probably still would have won.
For a long while now, the first actually strategic Lord Rush, and not a, oh my god, we're not going to win, we need to Lord Rush now, desperation Lord Rush, which is kind of normally the case how the mechanic is used. This time just strategically going for the counter Lord Rush. I like it.
Yep. Too many blue team members were at mid. I remember, was it the 4v2?
4, yeah.
How they didn't notice where the rest of their team was, I guess, is
well, you didn't either.
I
only did because I could see it on the map.
Okay, so I